Welcome to this week's supply chain update, brought to you by Phoenix International. On January 15th, the US and Taiwan signed a trade agreement that will reduce reciprocal tariffs on Taiwanese goods from 20% to no more than 15% once implemented, while also capping certain Section 232 duties at 15%. The US also confirmed a new 25% Section 232 tariff on select advanced computing semiconductors effective January 15th, with specific exclusions for data centers, domestic R&D, and repair activities. In addition, CBP announced that all duty refunds will move to electronic issuance starting February 6, requiring importers to have a CH information on file in the ACE portal. On the Trans-Pacific eastbound, capacity continues to outpace demand, keeping space widely available and limiting carriers' ability to push through rate increases as most GRI have been withdrawn and peak surcharges deferred. Far East westbound volumes were pulled forward earlier than usual ahead of Lunar New Year, maintaining pressure through January, while weather-related congestion in Northern Europe is disrupting schedules and supporting firmer rates. On the transatlantic westbound, demand remains soft overall, with pricing largely stable, though equipment imbalances and localized inland congestion continue to affect parts of Europe. Air freight demand across Asia is gradually recovering after the holiday period, but capacity remains ample and overall conditions are still soft. Early signs of improvement are emerging in North Asia, while Southeast Asia is showing mixed demand patterns. Weather disruptions in Europe are tightening space on select lanes and driving localized rate increases. Shippers should continue planning bookings in advance where congestion and capacity constraints persist. From a freight and capacity perspective, global container benchmarks are showing mixed trends, with rates easing modestly amid soft demand on key east-west trades that influence Asia-Latin America corridors. On the port side, no major congestion or disruption events were reported this week across primary Latin American gateways. From a compliance standpoint, Mexico's newly implemented tariffs of up to 50% on goods from non-free trade agreement countries, including China, may lead to increased documentation review and longer clearance times. The Port of Long Beach is evaluating plans for what it describes as a conventional, zero-emissions container terminal, including a proposed facility designed to handle express vessels with potential capacity of around 1.8 million TEU annually. The proposal was introduced during the port's recent State of the Port update and remains under evaluation. Separately, China's seaborne coal imports declined by about 10% in 2025 as higher domestic supply, weaker industrial demand, and expanding renewable energy capacity reduced reliance on imported coal. The shift has lowered dry bulk shipping demand, particularly impacting larger vessel segments tied to longer-haul coal trades. And that concludes our update on the global supply chain. Thank you for joining us. We will continue to monitor these developments and keep you informed.